Alright, welcome to this thing I'm doing. It's Pokemon Blue. This is attempt 3 to record this thing properly, so if you're seeing this, then that means I actually did it this time. But that also means that I've learned a little bit about how to do this stuff, but whatever, that's not important. This is gonna be a series that I'm gonna do. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It could be 100 episodes, it could be like 3. It's probably not gonna be 3. This is the Gen 1 Living DEX challenge run thing. Basically, the idea of the game, or of the run, is that I have to get every Pokemon in the box at once. So, like, not just like in the Pokedex, but like I'm gonna need to get all 151 at the same time, in essence. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. As you can see, I have the continue option available because I've done this before, but I'm not going to select that option. I'm going to select new game. Just consider that practice runs. I'm also using shift battle style for now, but I might change it later. I'm just going to do new game and let this guy talk to us a little bit. It's always interesting that this is a Nidorino for some reason. I never really understood that. I'm naming myself NV. Ooh, that's 2 E's. I'm naming myself NV because of the. That's just what I go by on the internet. This is a little bit of a Pokemon tradition for me. I always name my rival Norbert. It's like it's an inside joke with me and some other friends, but I always do it. So. Norbert is what we're going with for our rival. It's too bad that you never get to see that sprite again, that big artwork, because it's super cool. First thing I'm going to do is get the potion from the PC. I generally find it fairly important to get potions early in the game because the Viridian City Pokemart has no potions, and I think before you get to Pewter, there are only about 3 potions available in the whole game, so I find it pretty important. I like talking to this guy before I go. And it's important to note also, this is... I've played this generation of Pokemon a ton. This will be my 3rd run in total where I actually get all 151 Pokemon, at least of the base game. And in total, in like total amount of times I've played this game, it's a lot more than that, so just keep that in mind. A couple fun things I noticed about this place is that they have the Pokedex here, and also there's an email that you can read that says go to the Indigo Plateau. Like to the Pokemon League. Just kind of like sets up that we're gonna go there at some point, and we will. That's how you beat the game, and you need that to unlock Mewtwo. And if you try to leave, there's unique dialogue. So because this is Pokemon Blue, I'm gonna select Charmander. Generally, when I'm doing these kinds of challenge runs, I pick the difficult starter, just as an extra little thing for me. And also I have a naming system that I'm going to set up here, where I'm naming the Pokemon after what I want the Pokemon to become in the long run. So I'm naming this guy Charizard, and if I get like a Caterpie that I need to evolve, I would name it like Butterfree or Metapod, or however I want to evolve it. I do want to win this fight. I like to win this fight. I like being at level 6 to start instead of level 5, and I like the extra set $175 that I get from it. So we'll just see how this turns out. So generally, if we're going back and forth in attacks, he's going to beat me. That Tail Whip can be a blessing and a curse, because stats really do matter here. You can pretty... Okay, that's good. That's a miss. That's good. We've got a slight advantage here. In Gen 1, every move, no matter how accurate, has a 1 in 256 chance to miss. Which means even if it's 100% accurate, it could still miss, which is why that missed. Ooh, I think we win. Unless the scratch misses, which it doesn't. That was... Wow, that was very lucky. I think Charizard is the hardest to win that fight with, so that bodes well for this recording session. I've done recordings where I've lost that. I've lost that fight, so I don't take that for granted, you know. Alright. Now we run up here to Route 1. Ooh, first encounter. There are 2 Pokemon we can encounter on Route 1. This Rattata or Pidgey. We can also encounter, and I want to get 5 free Pokeballs from Professor Oak. So basically what I need to do is I need to fight Norbert on Route 22. He has 2 Pokemon, and I have to not have a second Pokemon, and I also have to not have any Pokeballs. And I did this successfully last time, and it was fairly simple, but it did require me to grind up my Charmander. Although, of course, can't get to that yet because we still need the Pokedex, which is like the crux of this challenge. So, yeah. Quickly run and go grab that. Yeah, now we have to go and bring this back to Oak. What does the sign say? Tips. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points. PP, Flash PP, rest your tired Pokemon in a Pokemon Center. I like the way that this game kind of has a little, like, built-in tutorial just by the world building or the trainer tips and whatnot. It's a fun little bit. Oh my god, I'm getting lucky with random encounters. Nothing? Okay, nothing wanted to meet me, I guess. It's fine. Well, also, in case you haven't noticed, we're playing on the Super Game Boy version of this, just because I like the bezel around it. I think it looks kind of neat, and it gives a little bit of visual interest, and also, I like the little Game Boy Color, like, enhancements coloring the black and white game. It's nice. It's very calming to me, very soothing. I like that. So we're gonna end up playing this game multiple times. Probably not Pokemon Blue, but Pokemon Red. We're definitely gonna be playing a couple times. And Pokemon Yellow, we're gonna end up playing a couple times. Because there are a couple of different... And I've done a little bit of planning for this. Not so much planning. I've basically just listed every Pokemon in the game and then what kind of encounter they are, right? So there's the catchable encounters, which are just wild Pokemon that you can find anywhere. There are in-game trades, which I'm going to try to do as many of as possible. There are, like, gift Pokemon that you get one of, and that's it for the game. But most of those gift Pokemon are difficult because they are also trade-off Pokemon. Trade-off Pokemon are when you have the choice between 2 Pokemon or 3 Pokemon. You can only pick one and you can't get the others anywhere else in the game. So like the starters, I picked Charmander. There's nowhere else in this game I can get Squirtle. And I need one of those for every evolution that it has. So things get a little tricky with that. Pokemon Yellow, though, actually you can get all 3 starters. So I'm probably just going to play Pokemon Yellow a couple times. Do I need to heal up? I mean, I'm here anyway. So Norbert Squirtle, when we get to the next fight, is going to know Bubble, which is going to be annoying. So I trained my Pokemon up to level 11 on the previous recording. We'll see if I can get that high this time as well. There's Pidgey, by the way. This is the other Pokemon that you can find on Route 1. I generally know where to find a lot of these Pokemon. And I'm also not going to be catching them if I can, like, especially for, okay. Pidgey has 2 evolutions, Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. You can catch Pidgeotto, but you can't catch Pidgeot. So, in my mind, there's no reason to catch a Pidgey immediately. I can wait on that until I can, once Pidgeotto start appearing more frequently, then I could go back and get a Pidgey. But I don't know. Honestly, I haven't thought this through much. I'm just trying to conserve. Like, I'm just trying to make it so that I don't have to grind forever just to evolve Pokemon, because who likes grinding, right? A strategy for getting past Brock that includes catching a Metapod and then training it up to level 12 till it evolves into Butterfree. Nice. Okay, level 11. Very, very good. I know eventually Charizard learns Leer is the next move, and then maybe Smokescreen? I actually don't remember. Point being, we're at a good enough level. I'm gonna go do the fight now. We'll see if it works. Basically, my goal is to go do the fight, win the fight, go back to Oak, get the balls, then go to Viridian Forest, where I plan to complete the Caterpie line, and then if I run into one, catch a Pikachu. Okay, first though, we have an encounter with... There's so many fun exotic Pokemon on Route 22, and we run into Rattata. Alright. The fight. Here we go. See, there's the level 9 Pidgey. I'm gonna Ember, and I should 2-shot. That's not even close to a 2-shot. Oh no, Sand Attack's the worst. No, I have no accuracy anymore. It's over for me. Don't hit me with a double Sound Attack. Yes, oh my god, I got, okay. Okay. Okay, so against Squirtle, we're gonna use Scratch as many oh, the Sand Attack is killing me. How much does Bubble do? Okay, not that much. Oh, don't lower my speed, that's not good. Oh, big, okay, huge. Every critical hit is worth a lot here. Just gotta hit as many scratches as we can on this guy. Bubble will do 6. 7? It does 7? No, no! Oh gosh. Oh jeez. No, don't crit me. Oh. Oh my god, oh my god. We just need to hit this scratch. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that was so close. Oh wow, okay. Oh my, wow. Wow, that was a difficult battle. Okay, wow. Alright, let's try not to get any Pokemon encounters here. Okay. We gotta heal after that. That was close. Not even just saying that. I was just legitimately really tense. Go and see Oak now. I'll stay on the path. Let's use this nice like white path that we got here. Wow, no encounters. Nice. Alright, now we head out. Let's go back to Viridian, and I'm gonna grab some antidotes and maybe a couple more Pokeballs. And yeah, then we'll go into the forest and grab some Pokemon. I would normally buy 5 antidotes here, but because Caterpie doesn't have a poison, like a move that can poison, and Caterpie's the most abundant Pokemon in the forest, it's not so worth it to me to do that. I need to head back here because there's actually a potion behind the shrub up here. Alright, here we are in Viridian Forest. I do know how to get through Viridian Forest, but I want to catch my Metapod before I end up having to do that. Just because I want to... Oh, well, that's perfect. I want to, get all these trainers, and I want to switch train this Metapod up on those trainers. I decided against the Pokeball. I'm just gonna scratch it for a while. I initially thought a scratch might kill it, but then I realized that it literally does nothing but harden, so a scratch at some point won't kill it. There we go. Got it right in the red. We didn't kill it. Now we can Pokeball it. Nice. So we got Metapod, and this Metapod is going to be a Butterfree. We're gonna name it Butterfree. It also helps because that Metapod now only needs to get 6 levels. Previous one I trained it up from a Caterpie, and Caterpie was at like level 3. I had to get it up 9 levels in this forest. But that should save some grinding time. Speaking of grinding time, I won't need to heal this Butterfree because it shouldn't be taking any damage. So I'll just put it in, and then I'll switch train it against some of these trainers around here. This guy's not a trainer, but I could talk to him. This guy's a trainer. What's interesting is that most of these trainers have Weedles, but most of what's in the forest is Caterpies. And these Weedles are going to be big issues because they have Poison Sting, and I don't want to get poisoned. String Shot's fine. String Shot, you can't lower my speed enough that a Weedle's faster than me. But Poison Sting's annoying because it has a chance to get me poisoned, and I don't want to be poisoned. I'd use Caterpie. I will change back into Metapod. And then I'll switch back immediately so that I can kill this Caterpie and then share the XP. Eventually when I need to plan for having 50 Pokemon in my Pokedex by the time I get to Route 15, I think, because if I have that, then I get XP All, and XP All is, you know, can be pretty handy when we're talking about grinding, so. I just used Harden. What am I thinking? Why did I use Harden? Oh my god. Wow. Utter brain fart there. If I was fighting any other Pokemon, Butterfree or Metapod probably would have died there. So. Level 7 would be where Metapod would evolve naturally, but it's not evolving because it's already a Metapod. There's one more trainer, and then it will be wild Pokemon grinding time. Basically, the idea here is if I encounter a Caterpie, I catch it. If I encounter a Pikachu, I catch it. If I encounter anything else, I kill it. And if I encounter one of those after I've already caught the first one, I kill that too. That's the agenda for now. But this one's just gonna be called Caterpie because that's all it will ever be. I am also, in case you're worried, I'm keeping track of what Pokemon I have and don't have for the DEX. Like the ones that are in their final form that I want them to be, so that I will know, like if I look at a Pokemon with the name of the Pokemon I want it to be, I will know whether it's there or not. Because I can just check the Pokedex that I have. Yeah, sweet. Alright, hit the evolution level. Oh, I should probably catch a Metapod just to be a Metapod. That's probably a good idea. I'm just going to use up those last embers just to see if Charmander is just that little bit away from evolving. Because if he can evolve, that'd be pretty cool to have like a Charmeleon. Even if he doesn't have a real type advantage until the 4th gym. Yeah, he was just that little bit away. I was on the last ember. He got that last level, so nice. We're gonna go Charmeleon now. Oh, he's so orange compared to how red Charmeleon would become. Alright. So I have a very cocky idea regarding Pikachu. I'm gonna switch train Pikachu against Brock's gym. So I'm gonna start with Pikachu and then switch out into Butterfree to use Confusion and then Butterfree's gonna end up tanking that gym. Because Charmeleon, even though he is evolved, is kind of useless against Brock's gym. But that's why I had to train up that Butterfree, was in order to take on Brock's gym. I like talking to this guy. This guy's fun. Hiya, I can tell you have what it takes to become a Pokemon champ. I'm no trainer, but I can tell you how to win. Let me take you to the top. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's get happening. The first Pokemon out in a match is at the top of the Pokemon list. By changing the order of Pokemon, matches could be made easier. I'm going to use that knowledge to make my match infinitely harder. Okay, so I'm going to switch that boy up there. Alright, let's fight this trainer. Let's just see how this strategy works, because I have a feeling that it doesn't, but we'll see. Maybe I'll only switch train against the Geodude, not against the Onix. Though this dude has a Diglett and Sandshrew. I think one of those is a Pokemon Blue exclusive, which is kind of fun. Ooh, don't Thundershock. Yeah, whatever you do, don't Thundershock. Oh, I do wonder, because Butterfree's on the lower end of the levels here. Okay, we got a crit. Two crits. Can't argue with that. And Pikachu hits level 4. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think we got it. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, that was close. But we got Pikachu up a couple levels there. I think, so Pikachu's at level 6. I think that I'll just train Pikachu up later on a later route. Maybe against some other trainers. And I'm just not gonna do it against Brock's gym. Just because I'm not so confident that Butterfree can tank that, but maybe Butterfree can. Oh. Alright, I've made up my mind. I'm going to try to send out Pikachu first against Brock's Geodude, but when Onix comes out, I'm not gonna switch into Pikachu. I'm just gonna do, stick with Butterfree. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. You still want to challenge me? Fine then. Show me your best. I will show you my best. I'm gonna send out my Pokemon that is explicitly weak to both of yours first. There's Geodude. Alright. What does he use? Tackle. Okay, so far so good. Defense Curl. I think that Confusion is special, so that's still good. Even that tackle we can tank. Alright, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm switching back into Pikachu. I'm doing something stupid. I'm switching back into Pikachu. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm doing it. Hopefully he uses Bide. This is a bad idea. Okay. Let's see. Screech? Failed, that's good, that's great. Okay, we got away with it. Oh god. How much does Confusion do? Not enough. Okay, I'm gonna potion Butterfree and cross my fingers that it can tank. That doesn't use a turn? I thought it used a turn. Oh, it did use a turn. Okay, it's still biting. How much? Not that much. It's too much. Now we get to see what Charizard can do. Okay. This all comes down to killing him in, like, the next 2 turns. Okay. We got him. Yeah, it was a bad idea to switch Pikachu back in, but it worked out for us, so... We got the Boulder badge. Technique Flash can now be used. Yeah, that was a bad move on my part. That was a really bad move. I just kind of got lucky. I should have used Harden when he was using Bide. I really should have, but yeah. So the way that Bide works, in case you don't know, is that Bide will absorb all the damage. He just said it, but it'll take all the damage that you take, and then it'll charge up that energy. And then when it unleashes, it does double the amount that it was dealt. Which is why when Onyx uses Bide, you shouldn't attack it, because any attacks that you do, you'll just get back. But I thought I could kill it quickly enough. Pewter Museum of Science. This is always a fun one to stop by on. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a waste of $50, but it's still so fun. Look at that. These are hints for what comes in the future of this game. These are hints. Aerodactyl fossils, a primitive and rare Pokemon. There's one magnificent fossil. I agree, man. I love... What do we got here? Kabutops, a primitive and rare Pokemon. Does this one also? No. So there's no Omanite or Omastar fossil here, which is kind of interesting. And later on, we will come back to get... Oh, here they are. Meteor at the Found Mount Moon. Moonstone? Oh, it's not. Later we'll come back to get the Old Amber, and that's going to be good. Moonstone? What's so special about it? July 20th, 1969, the first lunar landing. I bought a color TV to watch it. It's fascinating. The space race and, like, space communism. Well, not space, it's regular communism. All of these things exist in the Pokemon world. I want a Pikachu, it's so cute. Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, Pikachu soon. Yeah. You have a space exhibit now. Yeah, it's one shuttle. Always fun to stop by this place. When we can use Cut, we'll come back. Come back to it. Alright, well, thank you for watching this first episode of this Pokemon Living Dex thing that I'm doing. In the next episode, we'll probably catch some more Pokemon. Right? Why not? I know that there are some Moonstone evolutions coming up, which are almost always evolution only. So we won't be able to catch them. The fully evolved version, so we might catch some of those unevolved versions later, and we'll also make up some Moonstones. All this to say, we'll see you next time, and thank you very much for watching, and leave a comment if you have a comment to leave. Thank you very much.